Mute everybody
Got him.
and no chat.
Got it. Where's what am I? Hello, everybody. Welcome, 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 guys. Listen, we have some phenomenal information on tonight. We've got some special guests on tonight. And guess what? I'm not going to take a long time to tell you a lot, but I will say make sure you're sending this out to your prospects, your team members, because, guys, we have Whitney Johns on the line. We have our CEO. We have Holly Barker. We have Tammy Faye. We have Reggie Franklin. We've got some heavy hitters on the line tonight. So you want to make sure that your prospects are getting in front of the information so that they can know how important and significant it is, this information, because you have never heard anything like what you're going to hear tonight. And guys, I want to tell you that we're going to have a special person during our presentation tonight. Guys, it is none other than our CEO, Mr. Marty Hale. Guys, he's a global thought leader and visionary. He's grown multiple companies to over $1 billion. So that alone says that he is qualified to give you 1000% of this information so that you can make a conscious decision to have a change in your life. When I say to you that Mr. Marty Hale, he came up with a phenomenal idea for each one of you on this call to have an opportunity to change, to shift your family's trajectory. So I am so proud, so humble, so grateful, and so honored to share with you guys tonight our phenomenal CEO, our thought leader, our visionary behind Shift, the global impact warrior, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Marty Hale. If you are available, sir, can you please unmute and take it away?
Nika Hudson, I am here. Thank you so much. Guys, I tell you what, look, this woman is absolutely amazing. She premiered in a TV show or a movie yesterday, and here she is today running a Zoom. Man, Nika, thank you so much for all that you do. Guys, if you don't know Nika, you need to go follow her on social media, inbox or DM or whatever you do, and get to know her. You need to build a relationship with this woman. It's really not, you've heard the old adage, it's not what you know, but who you know. Well, let me tell you, she is one you need to know. She's one you need to know. If you're here for the very first time, man, I really want to thank you. I'm going to get through this really quickly. I'm going to let you hear from the people who've made all this possible. But you're probably wondering, what in the world am I doing on this Zoom on a Wednesday night? What is Shift? Well, Shift is literally, and it's not just my words, it's the new paradigm. You're going to hear some new stuff tonight. If you've been on here several times, I had a Zoom right before this with our top leaders, top 50 or 60 people in the company. And we came to a conclusion that I think you're all going to really, really like. But anyhow, let me jump into it. So yes, Shift is the new paradigm. I do have a few years of experience, 32 to be exact. Yes, I started at the age of 1. I've been privileged to help grow a couple of companies to over $1 billion and one to 800 million and some other good things, right? But I want to tell you just a little bit. Oh, I don't know why I had all this. I want to ask you a question. If I could show you a way that you could shift something in your life tonight, if you can make that change that you've been wanting to make for however long, whether it's months or years, but you've never really done it. Maybe you want to sleep better because you just can't do it anymore. Maybe you want a shift in your mindset, where you've got more confidence, you've got more focus, you've got more clarity, you're focused more on your purpose and your mission in life. Maybe it's your finances, maybe it's your health, maybe it's your fitness. I don't know. But if there was one thing that you could shift in your life, that you could make a decision tonight that you would shift, what would it be? What would it be? And I want you to really think about that, because what I'm about to show you actually makes it possible. Not just possible, it makes it probable. And it's real. You're going to see a lot of people just like you that have shifted every aspect of their life because of what you're about to see. So with that, What is shift? Well, I'll tell you, it's a paradigm shift. It's a new model. A lot of people are saying it's the next big thing. We're familiar with paradigm shifts. The internet came and wow, all of a sudden, here we are today, right? Bitcoin and cryptocurrency hit, and oh my goodness, people went from zero to hero. And then AI is now booming. Guys, shift is just like one of those things. It's almost too good to be true. But I'm glad that crypto has done what it's done. And I'm glad that AI has done what it's done because it's becoming more and more believable by people that you can literally be at the very beginning of a major paradigm shift and change the future of your family for generations to come. And that's really what shift is. Guys, shift is we've created a new era of empowerment, entrepreneurship, and e-commerce. And you're going to see that here in just a second. People are calling us the new Amazon. But what we really focus on, rather than selling toothpaste and toilet paper, we help people become healthy, wealthy, and wise. There's three things that you actually can get paid on. And just hold on to this for just a second. You can get paid to refer customers to this new Amazon-like platform. You can secondly get paid to actually refer products. Hear that again. You can get paid to refer products or brands to this platform. And thirdly, you can get paid on your own products on this platform that will be formulated, manufactured by the company, and even paid for by us and sold by others in over 26 different countries. That's what Shift is. You see, Amazon forces you to pay for everything. You've got to do all the formulating. You've got to do all the manufacturing. You've got to do all the shipping to their places. You've got to pay all that stuff. With Shift, you don't have to. But let me show you how this actually works. You know, guys, there is a boom going on. Time Magazine, this a couple months ago, on the very cover of the magazine, it talked about the herbal medicine boom. Same exact month, National Geographic came out with Nature's Medicine. You're listening to what RFK is talking about: real food, real medicine, real health. Guys, that's what Shift is all about. It really is a paradigm shift. And we have over 300 premium products. Most all of them are plant powered and they have an immediate impact. What do I mean by that? I mean, if you take one of our products, it doesn't take 20 minutes, 10 minutes, sometimes 5. You feel it. You know that it works. You know that it works. Why is that? Two things. Number one, we nano emulsify almost all of our products, which means we shrink the molecular structure of the product, of the ingredients, by over 4,000%, 4,600 to be exact. You want to know what that looks like? It's the equivalent of taking Earth, our planet, and shrinking it to the size of a tennis ball. That's the equivalent of what we do to a molecular structure of an ingredient. You know why we do that? So that it doesn't go in and out the other end. It doesn't go through your digestive system. It goes into your bloodstream. And that's how you get 99% absorption, 10 times more bioavailability than you do with all the other products out there on the market. But guys, we don't just nano-emulsify our products. We also make them water soluble. Why do we make them water soluble? Even if they're a powder or a cream, why do we do that? Well, because our bodies are made up of water. Over 70% of our bodies. Look at that. Your brain is 80%. Your muscles are 75%. Your cells are 90%. Your cells. Your blood's 85%. And you got to think about that for just a minute. Most products are oil-based because water soluble is very expensive to do. Well, what does this do? This means that your body has 10 times more benefit from these products than what you get at Whole Foods or GNC or Natural Grocers or wherever. Our products are absolutely amazing. So if I could show you a way tonight that you could really almost miraculously shift your health, would that be of interest to you? Of course it would. Well, guess what? Tonight, we have Miss Whitney Johns on, who is one of our brands, has a line of products called Whitney Johns Nutrition. We're going to watch a short video, and then I'm going to show you a few of her products, and then I'll bring her on and let you hear from this superstar herself. So give me just a minute. So I'm not going to steal her thunder. She's going to tell you a little bit about her story. She's going to tell you all about the products that are in her kit, but I'm just going to fly through them. Brain Activate, unbelievable. I hope she talks about that. Gut Health Straw, through the roof. Guys, I'm telling you, I could steal her thunder so easy. You don't even want me to be the one to introduce this woman because I love every single one of these products, even the women's support. Citrus bergamot, active nitric oxide, a sleep support product. And so, without further ado, help me welcome Miss Whitney Johns. Whitney, are you with us?
I'm here. Hey guys.
Hey, could you do us a favor? We are so glad that you're on with us, and we want to respect your time. We know that you're busy, but we are so grateful that you took some time out to share with us tonight. Would you just do us a favor? Tell us a little bit about why you did this and your personal story, your personal, background, but then also pick one or two of the products. And I'd love for you to talk about Brain Activate, if you don't mind. I know we talked about the health straw, but I'd love for you to talk a little bit about that. And then why are you so excited to be a part of Shift?
I love it. Well, thank you, Marty. I think I should have you introduce me everywhere and just talk up my products because that was awesome. So in a nutshell, I've been in fitness for a long time. I was been a trainer for over a decade. I've been working one-on-one with clients, and then I have my international app where I help people with their fitness, their nutrition. I came from the bodybuilding world where I got firsthand experience in kind of the wrong extreme ways to go about your fitness journey. There's a lot of health products out there that are marketed as health products. They're good for you, they're nutritious, and they are a lot of shortcuts. It's a lot of extreme measures, the fat burners of the world, a lot of the things that are going to actually do a lot more damage than good. And I found that out in my own journey when I was preparing to get on the stage in bodybuilding. Took all the shortcuts, took all the extreme products, and actually ended up with extreme hormonal damage. I walked away off stage, extreme hormonal damage. And any woman who's been through hormonal damage knows the torture that is. It's a special kind of torture. You do not feel like yourself, right? My gut was all messed up. I had metabolic damage. And growing up, I actually had a lot of chronic pain issues. I had mental health issues, chronic anxiety, issues with depression, panic attacks, a lot of things, chronic pain, inflammatory issues. So it was really like this terrible quality of life that I really had to figure out how to dig myself out of. And I got really nerdy into learning about the kind of supplements that were going to work with my body and how the bioavailability. I got so nerdy into the science of supplementation and nutrition. And I fixed so many of those things. And then I got into the bodybuilding world and I kind of like undid all the good work that I had, right? So it took me months to get back. So it was sort of like this extra concrete knowing from that experience of I will never do that again. And I will always stick to the things that I know are going to nourish my gut health, my hormone health, my metabolic health, my brain health, and my mental health. And if those are intact, then everything else that I'm doing, if I'm working out at the gym or I'm trying to eat healthy and I'm trying to work for all these goals, all of that's going to fall into place. But those holistic health markers have to be there. You have to be balanced in those other areas. Because if you don't, what's the point of doing all this hard work? It's not going to sustain. You're not going to feel good. You're going to feel like crap inside your body, no matter what you look like on the outside. So my biggest thing with my brand for Whitney Johns Nutrition is feel the way you want or look the way you want on the outside, but feel the way you need on the inside. Because we can't function, we can't operate at our best if these things aren't nourished. So I saw in the fitness world a lot of these product lines. There was not a lot of lines and products that really nourished these health markers. And so I made it my mission to figure out how to bring that to market. And I'm really proud of the products that we've brought to market. There's over 100 clinical studies on my products. There's so many different there's so much scientific research on them and the efficacy, and there's a money back guarantee. I mean, they are legit. So, first-hand experience. So, one of them, Brain Activate, like I said, I grew up with some mental health stuff. I struggled with that. I struggled with anxiety. I struggled with focus. I was very ADD, and nobody likes to feel that way, right? I also had chronic migraines. So, brain health and mental health is so important to me. If we could fix brain health and mental health in this country, can you imagine all the things that we would avoid, all the issues that we would avoid, all of our family fights and friendships that burn to the ground because the people's mental health is just not right? Or even just your ability to like perform well at your work and actually get to where you want to go and have sustained energy all day. So the Brain Activate is this incredible nootropic product. I came from being prescribed Adderall. How many of you have had to take Adderall as a band-aid for your ADD and had all the crazy side effects that come along with it? Well, this is it is a natural formulation that has MCT. It's MCT oil based, which is giving your brain those healthy fats that it's like craving, and it gives you this long sustained focus. It lasts for up to 8 hours, which is pretty cool. There's no stimulants in here, so there's no caffeine, there's no stimulants if you're sensitive to any of that, but it's also great. The powder is excellent if you mix it with like coffee is my favorite way to do it. I'll put one scoop in my coffee in the morning. It tastes like a creamer. I almost don't even like my coffee without it now. It tastes like a vanilla creamer. It's delicious. Just try it. You could also do it in smoothies or water. But about 30 minutes later, 15, 20, 30 minutes later, you will feel this clear-headed, calm focus that lasts for a long time. It also does not give you that energy crash. You know how energy drinks or caffeine or any kind of stimulants, you'll have this spike of energy and then you crash hard. Well, this gives you a very sustained, clear-headed energy. It also helps regulate your sleep patterns. So, fun fact, it has lutein in it, which is really good for blue light blocking from like our screens. All of us are on screens like all day, right? Do you know how bad that is for like disrupting our sleep patterns, our circadian rhythms, and our mental health, right? So this actually helps protect you from that. So you're kind of having this protective mechanism that's helping you function better. And that's one of the reasons why the energy lasts so long. So try it out. There's zero sugar. It's amazing. And it's that nice, healthy fat. And I promise you, it will give you that nutrition that your brain needs, but also give you like that perfect, like zing buzzed energy. How many of you have tried the Brain Activate? I know there's like some fans in here. We've gotten amazing feedback. And again, it's money back guaranteed. And then we have the gut health straws. This is another favorite. And by the way, it's back on the website. So right, Reggie has his straws every single time. It makes my day. Look at that. um, and the website now is restocked. So we had, a pause on inventory because they were selling out so quickly. So that's how much people are loving them. Kids love them too. Like, I mean, we're shooting a whole kids campaign tomorrow because of how much feedback that we have gotten from parents saying, this is the only way that my kid can get fiber. Because I'll tell you what's in the straw. So, in the lining of the straw, it's in here, there is 60 billion CFU probiotics, which is higher than 90% of the probiotics you'll see on the shelf, by the way. And it's a clinically proven strand of probiotics. So it's that good bacteria that your gut needs. So it's replenishing that good bacteria that helps you break everything down. And then it has 4 grams of prebiotic fiber. So 90% of Americans are deficient in fiber. If we could just fix the fiber problem, also, there's so many diseases that could be avoided, by the way. It's keeping you cleansed. It's so important. And it's a very easily digestible prebiotic fiber strand. So it's not going to give you bloating. It actually does the opposite. It's amazing for getting rid of bloat. It's amazing for kind of snatching you up. It gets things moving in the best way. And it also dissolves into your cup. It tastes like lemonade. It's got this like sweet lemon flavor. And this is one of the reasons why kids love it so much. And one of the reasons why parents love it so much because they're like, okay, I cannot get my kid to eat vegetables if
Mm.
I paid them, but they will drink this up and literally, I have one kid who cuts open the straw and licks the lining because he loves it so much. You can, you,
Don't give me any ideas, Whitney.
we might have to see like a video of Marty licking the straw, but you can flip it. So you put it in the straw, you dip it, you sip it, and then you flip it because it's up to 24 ounces. So you can keep using it. I actually love to put it occasionally in cocktails. Like I love a good cocktail and it adds a nice lemon flavor to it. And it actually makes me feel so much better about the cocktail that I'm drinking. Like I'm not, doing the damage to my body that maybe the cocktail might. And I think Reggie is drinking it in a cocktail right now. It goes great with anything with a lemon flavor profile. It also has licorice root in it, turmeric, and sea salt. Like everything that I make is so clean because I was such a sensitive character growing up. Like any little thing would agitate my gut or, throw me off. And it's like, that's why my supplements are very particular in the ingredients that we include in them. Super clean, super easy to assimilate into your system, and so good for you. And they help you feel so much better. So I can go into depth about other products on another live, and we're going to start doing some training specifically on my products. So I can have you guys like one-on-one with me and we can really go into depth on all of this for product training. But, the good thing about them is everything you'll recommend from the line is 100% backed by science and a money back guarantee because they are legit.
Whitney, thank you so much. I got to tell you guys, when she talks about the scientifically proven and tested, they go through clinical trials, and you can literally say this is clinically, it's got clinical trial studies on it, and it's amazing. Just the brain activate alone increases the productivity of your brain by 46%. Ridiculous. Anyhow, look, I can't wait. Whitney, are we doing next Tuesday or Thursday, or have we picked when we're going to do some
Yeah,
training on
that's
your
picked.
product?
I'm going to find that out like right after this call.
All right. So guys, be ready to get some good training on these products either next Tuesday or Thursday, hopefully. Okay. Whitney, thank you for joining. We'd love for you to stick around. We're going to keep going here. Let me ask you, I said if I could show you a way to shift your health, if you could shift your fitness, would you be interested? Of course you would. You know who I'm about to introduce, our one and only, our Chief Marketing Officer, Miss Holly Barker. But we're going to watch this quick video and then I'll bring her up. And Holly has her brand called Veray that we're getting ready to launch. She's also got another brand with us already, Happy Snacks. But Holly, tell us why you're so excited to be a part of Shift.
Well, thank you, Marty. I'm so excited because first off, I get to follow Whitney and Marty, which are two of my favorite people. I'm really, really blessed to be able to work with great people and be a part of this community. Whitney, I've known for 7 years, and I can fully back her nerdiness of science and being 100% dedicated to this. I've seen her grow it, but just be a disciple of it. So it's super, super inspiring. And I love all the products. I, started off in the fitness community as well, and firsthand saw myself go through really, you think you're at the pinnacle of health stepping on stage and doing that, and it's like the most unhealthy thing ever. So from the business and the fitness standpoint, I think that that's why I'm so excited about Shift, is because it brings us healthy, credible products to be able to consume and talk about and share, and the business aspect of it, which really, really gets me fired up. I love the back end business that Marty has created that's never really been done before. You know, everything has facets of it, and everything that I've started, from starting out owning gyms and then owning other businesses and then putting my name behind things because I then had influence. This is bringing everything together and making it easy and packaged and able to share with a community of people, leveraging other people that have done it themselves. So I'm super excited about the Shift app and the trainings that we're going to be doing with Whitney, with Brandon, with myself, with the other brand owners. And then the show, like the ability to be able to, you know, branch it out to an audience that can see what we're doing and to grow with everybody. So I'm here, I'm excited, and I love you all.
All right. Well, thank you, Holly. We're running a little bit behind, or I'd be asking you some more questions. I love everything that you do, guys. We could not do what we do without Holly Barker. I'm telling you, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Brandon T. Jackson is another one of our brands we're getting ready to roll out. You may know him from Big Mama or Percy Jackson or Tropic Thunder or one of his other movies or comedy shows. He's launching his brand, what is called BTJ, Divine Energy. He's not with us tonight. He's been with us multiple times. I'm going to show a really short video, and then we're going to rock and roll. We're going to talk about how do you actually get paid? How do you actually get healthy, wealthy, and wise by being a part of Shift?
So we're doing a live tape of the Making a Brand. I want y'all to come through.
What's good? I'm Brandon T. Jackson. Welcome to my
Listen,
show.
We about to get this going. We had a whole event August 1st through the 5th. It's gonna be crazy. If you want to be on the show and the live taping,
$1 million worth of nothing.
if you want to be a part of the Making a Brand community, I want y'all to join me on my parties, my Zoom parties on Sunday. We be having these whole parties every Sunday. Also, I can show you how we can get you in the community, giving out real brands. You got the chance to earn your brands. What we doing, we can distribute your stuff all over the world. Everywhere we at, let's get this going, y'all. It's the future. Making a Brand, you partner with Shift, they gonna get it, we're gonna get it done. If you got a brand you wanna be on my show, join me on a Zoom party and I can show you how we can do it. Yeah, get on these red carpets with me, get on these parties with me, make money off these parties and these red carpets, man. Let's go, these movies. I'm trying to tell y'all it's about to go down.
You know, Brandon, you can't help but laugh. I got to tell you guys, we have a show coming up, Los Angeles, August the 1st through the 5th, like Brandon said just then. And yes, you can actually win your own line of products that go into this platform, into this new era of e-commerce, into this new, quote, Amazon model, and get paid on other people selling those worldwide in 26 countries right now. And if you really think about it, and I don't want to spend a lot of time, there is so much power when Brandon refers somebody to the Shift store and he's got all these millions of people that know who he is, whether they buy his product or your product, he gets paid, and so do you. Same thing with Whitney, same thing with Holly, same thing with all of our brand owners. And by the way, it's not just celebrities and influencers that we have their products. Real people just like you are winning real brands, just like these folks. Reggie Jackson, Reggie Franklin from Fort Worth, Hearst, Texas. It's right there in Fort Worth. He won his brand with us. It's called Sidekicks. Reggie, I want you to just take a minute, be quick. Tell us why you're excited about Shift and what having your own brand and what Sidekicks does for you.
Man, can you hear me, Marty?
Yes, sir.
Look, I'm excited for a number of reasons, but the biggest one is because, being the first to get, your brand with the company, we had to do proof of concept. So I wanted something at the time, I wanted something that'll help people feel better, help people sleep, inflammation, and something that tastes good, right? So I came up with a mini gummy. My wife came up with the name Sidekicks. And I became more excited, Marty, to see other people's ideas, other people's brands. And that's where we're at today. I can't wait to see what kind of ideas y'all come up with, but to able to get paid off of other people's brands while you earn your own brand is a game changer, man. And we're changing the industry right now. So back to you, bud. Oh, and Whitney Johns, just take my money on the brain stuff. Look, she said it tastes like vanilla creamer and coffee. I'm like, just take my wallet.
Oh, good.
I need
I'll
three
take your money.
cases. I need 3 cases.
Hey, we're going to take him up on that, Whitney. The moment
Yeah.
and
I'll
charging
take
that,
it. I'll take your money. You'll love it.
Hey,
we're charging that credit card.
hey, I'm witnessing my mom lose her memory. So anything about the brain, man, I'm passionate about.
Well, it's incredible. You got to try some. Next, we got Nika Hudson, who is our host tonight. And she introduced me earlier. She's from Waldorf, Maryland. She won her brand with us. It's called Empress. And Nika, come on, take a minute. Tell us about your product and what it does, what the effects are, and why you're so excited about it.
Well, this is my Empress. Thank you so much, Mr. Hill, for the opportunity, guys. I am new to the industry. When I heard that I can have my own brand, I was one of the ones that didn't believe it, but I'm also a health girl, right? So I decided what would be more impactful for me because I didn't know what to do, right? So I came out with a product that has sea moss, ashwagandha, beta pinene, green coffee bean extract, and THCP. And the reason that I did that was for several reasons, Mr. Hill. One was basically about energy. People always say, hey, Nika, you need to bottle that energy up. And I was like, well, with Shift, I can bag it up. So I came out with these really, really cute cocktail gummy rocks. If you want something, in my opinion, if you want to ditch the vitamins, if you want to kick the coffee to the side, maybe you're not a coffee person, get you some Empress because it will definitely give you the energy that you see. I make no claims, but I do stand by my product because I know who made it. So thank you for the opportunity to share, sir. And I'm going to eat this because my energy going to be already on fleek all for the rest of the night. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Nika. Thank you. I love you so much. All right, next we're going to go to Los Angeles, California. Miss Tammy Faye Moorhead. She won her brand with us. It's called Tomorrow's Air. It's a weight management gummy. Absolutely delicious, 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 delicious. Not kidding you, delicious. Tammy Faye, tell us a little bit about your product, what it's for, and why you're so excited about Shift.
Well, thank you so much to our best CEO on earth. My product is super special. It's Tomorrow's Air, and it's special to me because, Mr. Hill, you know that in this industry, you always ask people what their why is. And of course, my why is my daughter. And this is her brand, and she was able to collaborate with me and create all the ingredients. This is what we're talking about in this industry. It's a paradigm shift, and I'm able to leave a legacy and residual income for my daughter. It just took me and blew me away when I was able to have this opportunity. And like he said, it's an amazing gummy with apple cider vinegar. It has biotin. Ladies, do y'all see my natural hair? How it's just growing? I couldn't even be more proud of this product. It's a black cherry flavor that helps with inflammation. So I'm telling you, if you're ready to suppress your appetite with Garcinia Cambodian, this is an amazing product that my daughter created because she was definitely struggling with weight loss. And I wasn't taking the cookies and ice cream away from her because I still allow her to be a child. But now at her age, she's able to know the benefits of health and wellness. And that's exactly what our product is. Back to you, Mr. Hill.
Thank you, Tammy Faye. Man, you guys, I tell you, I could just sit here and listen to all of you. I love it. I love it. I love it. And if you're a guest on here, look, it's not just celebrities, it's not just influencers, it's not just experts, it's every day. We've got so many other people that you could hear from, but we're just a little short on time. We have brand apprentices. Look at these 30 people on this screen. They actually won a brand apprenticeship, which means they get to take one of the house products and get paid on company-wide sales of those products from over 22,000 ambassadors in this company. So it's a stair-stepper program, right? But let's ask the last question, and I'm gonna go through this really quickly, but it's really important. So stay with me. We're almost done. If I could show you how to not just shift your health, but help you to shift your wealth, would you be interested? Well, I know the answer to that one. And if you said no, you better check yourself in somewhere, right? Well, here's the opportunity for you. It's for you to join Shift, become a brand ambassador. There's a one-time fee of $515. Okay. And then after that, it's $65 a month. You can cancel anytime you want. Yes, you get a box of products and all that, but you get an opportunity to change, literally to create generational wealth. I'm going to show you how you can go make 6 figures in the next 6 months or less. How can you make $100,000 in the next 6 months and 20 something thousand dollars a month in residual income? I'm going to show you if you'll just stay with me. Okay. What do you do as a brand ambassador? Well, it's simple. You're going to do two things. You're going to refer customers to products the ones you just now saw tonight, and you're going to have their help. You got videos from them and training Zooms from them and all kinds of stuff from not just them, but other products too. You can also refer products. You know, someone who has a product line, you can refer them to the company and get paid on those sales. Secondly, you're just going to teach other people how to do that thing. That's it. So you're going to refer customers to products, number one, and you're going to teach other people how to do the same thing. It's not, guys, this isn't rocket science. This is simple, simple, simple. Doesn't matter whether you're white, black, brown, yellow, blue. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're 6'7" or 4'11". It doesn't matter. It does not matter where you come from, whether you were born with a silver platter or whether you don't have two nickels to rub together. It doesn't matter if you're coming from jail or Yale. It doesn't matter. You, yes, you. Doesn't matter whether you live on the East Coast, the West Coast, or somewhere in between. A small town, metros, it does not matter. You can be successful in this business. I'm going to show you how. It's not that hard. That's the only two things you're going to do. And guess what? You don't have to know what we're doing tonight. You don't have to be able to do this. All you got to do is push a button and let them watch a video. Push a button. They can watch a video of Whitney. They can watch a video of Holly. They can watch a video of me. Watch a video of Reggie. Watch a video of Nika or all kinds of videos. They can read brochures. They can read PDFs. All you got to do is push a button. Can you push a button? See, I just took all your excuses away, didn't I? Oh, I don't have time. Well, you got time on Instagram. Oh, I don't have time. Oh, you got time on Facebook. Oh, I don't have to. Yeah, you've got time to push a button. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. And if you're thinking money's an issue, let me tell you something. If you've been working for the last 4 or 5 years, and I got the right to tell you this because I've been there. If you've been working for the last 4 or 5 years and you've not been able to save up $500, I don't know what you're working on, but it ain't working. You don't have a choice. You got to do something. You've got to do something. Because if you just keep working the next 4 or 5 years and you expect to have something then doing the same thing you've been doing, you know what that's called, right? I'm not going to say it, but you know what that's called. Crazy. Anyhow, so how do you get paid? Well, here's how you get paid. Every time you refer a customer, you're getting somewhere between 15 and 27% of whatever they buy. I saw people today that were spending $200 and $170, $157. I mean, just customers buying stuff. People getting paid that don't even know who they are. But it's not just on what you do. You also get paid on your entire network as it just does what we call the ripple effect. You share with somebody who shares, who shares, who shares, who shares, who shares. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. There's people on this Zoom tonight that have 20,000 ambassadors and 40 or 50,000 customers that they get paid on. It's real. It really works. But you don't just get paid on customers. You get paid for every shift pack, that little $515 package of products. You get paid anywhere from $100 to $300 every time you refer one of those. But not only that, every time anybody else in your network does, you earn between $100 and $200 every single time. Guys, it doesn't stop. There's no limit to it. There's no ceiling. There's no sky. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, how this works. Every time you sell a shift pack, you make $100. Once you promote to area, every time you sell one, you make 200. Every time anybody else does, you make 100. You promote to regional, now you're at 225 and 125. You promote to national, every time you sell a shift pack, you make 250. Anytime anybody else does, you make 150. But you also earn your brand. In other words, you get your product in the quote new Amazon. You get your product in this e-commerce store. You get your product on this platform that tens of thousands of people can sell. That you can be Whitney, you can be Holly, you can be Brandon T. Jackson, you can be Reggie, Nika, Tammy, and all, or any of the others. That can be you getting paid on a company that's in 26 countries. It's not that hard. You've seen lots of other people have made it. Meet a few more requirements. You become an international now. Every time a shift pack sells, you make 300. Every time anybody else in your network, in your ecosystem, you make 200. Because that's just upfront money. When you do become an international and you get your product in that shift kit, every single ambassador that joins this ecosystem, you get paid. Doesn't matter if Holly referred them. It doesn't matter if Whitney referred them. It doesn't matter if somebody you don't even know, they're not in your network. They're in the ecosystem. You get paid. I'm not going to go through the residual. I'm just going to show you an example. If you were an area, which is so simple, you have 12 people in your network. Every time you refer someone, you're going to make $200, but every time anybody else does, you make 100. So just on your first month, if you have 3 people and you made $300, and your second month you help them do that same thing, it's just 3 people, just 3 ambassadors. That's it. Well, then you made 900. Your third month, you just help them do the same. Well, you just earned 2,700. Your fourth month, you do the same. You just made 8,100. Your fifth month, you did 24,000. Your sixth month, 72,900. Add those up together, you just made $100,000 in 6 months. And you referred 3 people. Guys, yes, it works that way. No, it's not too good to be true. We've got people that do it. They've done it. It's proven. It's in the history books. It's real. But it doesn't stop. You keep going 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Yes. Yes, Reggie always says, man, when I met Marty, he was making $300,000 a month, and they were carrying him in a chair down the aisle and blah blah blah. Let me tell you, I didn't. I took the money, but I didn't make it. I didn't even earn it. I don't even know if I deserved it, but I spent it. I cashed it. You see, it's not what you do; it's what you get started. It's a ripple effect, but you got to get it started. If you can just help 3 people, if that's all you focus on, help 3 people, it's what's called exponential reciprocity. It begins to grow organically. And the next thing you know, it's like having a tiger by the tail and you don't know what to do with it. You can't stop it. You can quit, you can cuss, you can whatever. It ain't stopping. It's not going to stop because you got other people that are making money, other people that are getting healthy, wealthy, and wise. But guess what? It's not just making $100,000 in the next 6 months, because guess what? All those customers from those ambassadors, you're also making another $27,000, $28,000, $30,000 a month residually every month afterwards. So if you guys look, I'm not making any income claims. This is an example. You've got to do the work, okay? It takes work in order for it to work. If you don't work, it don't work. And it may be the hardest thing you've ever done in your life, because you're going to have to become comfortable doing some things that might be uncomfortable. But is it worth it to you? Is it worth it? Look at those numbers. It doesn't stop your 6th month or your 7th month those numbers just keep growing. My friend Steve Smith, you may know him. He was the co-founder of a company called Excel back in the 90s, actually in 1989. Told you. I know I'm supposed to only be 32 years old, but anyhow, he started a company that did $1.4 billion, 1.4 billion, took it public on the New York Stock Exchange, May the 15th. I'll never forget the day. It was my dad's birthday. And the New York Stock Exchange, Wall Street, shut down for the first time in the history of the exchange. You want to know why? Don't take my word for it. Just Google Excel Telecommunications IPO, New York Stock Exchange. They shut down because of one company's growth, Excel Telecommunications, who had a commission engine, had an infrastructure like what you're looking at here. Steve said, it wasn't easy. First, second, after 2 years of working, he was only making a couple $1,000s a month, and he was the number 1 guy in the company. I'd have quit. You probably would have too. But a few months later, he was at 37,000 a month. 6 months later, he's at $250,000. 6 months later, he was at $500,000. Next thing you know, he's at 1.2 million a month in residual income. And he used to always say, if you've never made $1 million a month, you ought to try it. It's a whole lot of fun. Well, I didn't even think that was possible. But you know what? It is. When you start making $1 million a week, you think $1 million a month is fun? Try $1 million a week. Yes, it works. Yes, it is real. It's documented. IRS tax returns, New York Stock Exchange, publicly traded entities. It's real, and it's real people. It's real people. And I'm not promising you this, but what I will promise you is if you work, it works. If you work, it works. So I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight. And I want you to know that this really is about you. It's your turn. It's your turn. I've done it. Several other people on here, they've done it. My goal is to help as many people as I can become everything that they were created to be, everything that you were meant to be, with your health, with your wealth, and with your wisdom. If I can help you, let me know, but get back with the person that introduced you to this Zoom tonight, and don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. There's no reason to talk to the dog about it. In fact, I wouldn't even pray about it. Here's why. God doesn't give you opportunities that you can't already accomplish. I can prove that to you with scripture, okay? If you're here, it's because you were supposed to be on this Zoom. It's not a coincidence. You were meant to see this information tonight. But you've got to make a decision. Are you going to let fear make the decision, or are you going to let faith make your decision? We know what happens when we let fear make our decisions, right? Lots of problems. I hope you'll take a leap of faith. So with that, thank you for joining. Nika, I'm going to turn it back over to you. And man, thank you so much for having me on tonight, Nika.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hale. We really appreciate all the time that we get to spend with you to just learn each and every time exactly how powerful the opportunity is. We love hearing from Holly and Whitney about the power of their products and just how important it is for you to know what branding your influence can look like. You heard from Tammy, you've heard from Reggie, you've heard from me, and there are several others that I know, and we would allow them to unmute tonight. They would love to share with you how amazing this company is. But because of time's sake, guys, we're going to get ready to get out of here. But I have to let you know, you have just heard from not just anybody. You have heard from a man that has built multiple teams, multiple companies to over millions of dollars. So if you're thinking about, should I be a part of this? And you're going to listen to your friends tonight. I would have you ask yourself, has your friends ever done what you've heard tonight, and who have they been able to do the things that the gentleman that you heard from tonight was able to do? And if your answer is no, then get back to the person that invited you to this amazing opportunity so you can join the ship with us. So in our fashion, like we always do around this time, we're going to have you unmute and say good night, and we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same Zoom link. Get your guests on the call.
Peace.
Good night.
Good night.
Good job.
Great job. Great.
Thanks, Marty.
Great.
Thanks, Nika.
Good job. Thank you so much.
Bye, Nika.
Good night, Sherry.